actually, based on your need, you're able to personalize this avatar. Yes, that you have in here. You know, the Autodesk doesn't suggest it exactly to us, and it tells us that use the default that I have just set in here. But based on your need, you can personalize the avatar. How is that? You know, let me just at first open a new file in here. You know, in Revit Structure or SketchUp, 3D Max, or every kind of software that you want to consider. If, for example, we want to export this file as DWG, CAD format, DWG, directly, actually, we can have NWC from Revit, but because actually I want to change the direction of what we are seeing, so I will at first export DWG. I will do the settings in AutoCAD, and then I will just go through Navisworks. So file, a file will be created in here, and the name of that, for example, is this, and save it. You know, this file has been exported in here in a path that we wanted. So at first, let me open this file in here. We don't want to do anything else by that. I can close the software. So let's go on top view in here like this. I click on it and group. So let me just select it by rotate from here, and let me activate F8 key in here, and let me just rotate it in here, and let me go on view actually left, and then rotate again, and from here let me bring it to this part, and let me just create a kind of rectangle as much as it is taking the space. That exactly, I know the area up to here, and here it will be like this. So enter, all of it will be selected, and the center of that, actually the center of the rectangle, will be considered F8, 0, enter, 0, enter. Let me just activate the grid. 0 and 0, it must be exactly in the center. Let me go on top view in here. It will be something like this. Let me save it for now. You want to enter, and the unit is a meter. Let me just paste it. Let me open Navisworks. Let's just keep the file in here. Let me open Navisworks. And let me just drag it into the Navisworks like this. Let me save it. 0, 1. Exactly in this path. Let's save it. You know, right now the avatars in Navisworks will be placed. Of course, they are existing in this path. Drive C Autodesk Navisworks auto version that we have installed. Avatar folder. When we go through it, we have the defaults, and whatever you want to open, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are existing in here. They exactly they are supporting the crouch and some other options like that. So let me create a new folder. Let me name it, for example, Bobcat. Yeah, and let's go through this folder. So you know, this is the file that we have in here. Let me save it. Save as. By format of NWD, it must be saved. So of course I had saved NWF, that it was a mistake. Sorry. So NWD will be actually copied and pasted in here. So if you want to have the crouch and a kind of character that it simulates exactly the, for example, crouch or other options, you have to just copy from it. And the other ones must be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. That, for example, the software automatically can understand that it is, for example, that's crouching or other, for example, styles, because just we have the one form. Of course, we don't copy anything else in here. Let me open Navisworks and let me open the file in here. Let's go to actually viewpoint. We have to return to this part. It must be in the list. Yes, click it and click it. You see, you know, the direction actually is not correct, and we have to rotate it, and we have to set exactly the direction that we want. For example, in AutoCAD, on right view. Here it is top, and it is. Let me just set it in here, and again let me just create a kind of rectangle in here that exactly it is in the center. We said that we will just consider that most of that. This is it, like for example. So let me zoom it in like this exactly. And this is it from here to here actually, and this is, let me just drag it up to here. All of it will be selected. Enter the center of that actually. Let me just press shift, right click, center, and the center of that actually will be on 0 on 0. From the top view will I will check it that exactly it itself that exactly, or almost it is on 0 on 0. I think it's okay. So let me delete it from here. Let me go back to right, actually right view, save, and let's go to Navisworks. The DWG will be opened. I will refresh it that it is updated, that I will save it, that again NWD actually the direction will be changed repeatedly, that exactly it will be set correctly. Let me just save it here, and again I will open the Navisworks here. For sure the Navisworks must be closed in this form, because if you change the avatar it won't be updated. Yes, after that let me open the file in here and let's see how it is. Viewpoint in here, avatar will be selected actually. Now this is correct. So let's actually set the dimensions, because it is possible to scale it. For example, 1.51 half, and the distance is 5 meters. Okay and okay. Let's bring it up a little. You see, this is it. Now you have a kind of personalized avatar for yourself. This is the height, for example, 2 meters, 1.5, 15 centimeters. Okay and okay. Let me bring it up and let's move. You see, you know, for some actions that we want to simulate, for example, for infrastructures, we could use, for example, these avatars that we want to simulate those ways, those paths. They are I don't know, better seen, for example. So let me return to this place and let's just click on the avatar. If you want to, for example, do this one, we will have to use the Bobcat. We have to, create the Bobcat 01, 02, 03. You see, we can't, of course, path, because the scale is really big. It's seen like this. I can go to this part actually, and here, and we can just set it on 1.5, 1.5, and this is 3. Okay and okay. So you know the height is really high, and we can change it. Let me just set it on 6 meters, so we have a bigger distance, 1 and 1. Okay, I think this is better now. Again, it is just I don't know, for example, sticking, or it's kind of stuck. For example, in here, offset 0, something like this. You know, here we have a kind of surface. It doesn't let us move through here. So by using, for example, these things, we can create our avatars. For example, you know, avatar could be character, I don't know, cars, everything that you like. You know, whatever that you like, you can again come to this part and we can change it to whatever you want. For example, construction worker, and you can set the actually numbers based on the thing that you want. For example, it was on 310. For example, the height was on 1.6, the distance 15, and here the distance is 3 meters. This is it. By this way, actually, we can actually create the custom avatar.